Good morning. Future safety officers on the oil and gas industry, let me welcome you to the safety training course in the oil and gas industry. If you have your manuals with you, please browse it at home, or you may go over it during your free time. For the meantime, can we focus on the discussion because I don't want you to miss a thing. Okay? Now, let's start with petroleum. What do you know about petroleum? Okay, petroleum comes from two words. Petrol means rock and oleum means oil. Simply, it means rock oil. It is also commonly called as crude oil. It is a naturally occurring liquid substance consisting mainly of hydrocarbons. And these hydrocarbons are formed by the decay of marine organism that has been long buried hundreds of millions ago beneath the Earth's surface. What I mean by hydrocarbons, these are actually compounds containing only the compounds hydrogen and carbon. Okay, and the simplest form of hydrocarbon is methane, which is a chemical formula of CH4. Next we have ethane, C2H6, propane, butane, and pentane. Okay. In the oil and gas industry, methane is simply known as C1, ethane as C2, and so on and so forth. Okay. C1 and C5, these are actually the natural components of a natural gas. We know that the natural gas is actually associated in petroleum. It goes along with the oil. That's why natural gas is also known as associated gas. Okay. C2 to C5, they are called the NGLs, natural gas liquids, or commonly known as the condensates. It's C2 to C5, okay. And C3 to C4, that's the propane and butane, that we will have our LPG or liquefied petroleum gas. Okay. On the right side are the corresponding boiling points wherein you have to memorize. And as we go on with the process, you will know the significance of the boiling points of these corresponding C1, C2, C3, C4, C5. Okay. Another hydrocarbons are the naphthas, which are the combination of hydrocarbons having carbons C5 to C7. Blended together, C7 to C12, we have our gasoline. Then a mixture of C12 to C15, we will have our kerosene. C15 to C17, we have our diesel or gas oil. C7 to C19, we have our lubricating oils. And hydrocarbons, or the heavy hydrocarbons containing more than 20 hydrocarbons are the solid hydrocarbons, which are actually the residues, the waxes, the greases, alphas, and other solid vitamins. Solid vitamins. Okay. People, I know that you didn't have any background knowledge of organic chemistry, but please take it as a challenge, okay? Because you must know this. You have to memorize this by heart, okay? Don't you worry, because you still have 8 days to study this, and we will do it as long as we go with the process, face by face, at your own pace, okay? Going back with the oil and petroleum industry. First, we will start with exploration. What I mean of exploration, this is the work of the scientists, the geophysicists in search for oil. Due to the advanced high technology of instrumentation and testing, they were able to measure, evaluate how much oil we can get from a certain oil field. A perfect example is in Gawar field, which is the largest oil field in the world, which is 70 kilometers by 70 kilometers perimeter area. And thus, there has been an oil deposit. They have measured that they have an oil deposit of 7 billion barrels of oil. And Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, from this oil field, they are producing 2 million barrels a day. Okay. After exploration is the recovery. Recovery meaning to say, in the process of drilling, we have to bore a hole. We have to dig a hole in order to tap oil to bring the oil out. And that, as we are going with the process, you will know about oil, gas injection and water injection. This is the process of wherein we have to introduce oil into the oil reservoir in order to squeeze more oil. After bringing out the oil, it goes into the CPP, or the Central Processing Platform. What I mean by Central Processing Platform, meaning to say it is located offshore. If it's a plant, Central Processing Plant means it is located onshore. Okay. After passing through series of separators, the oil and gas are separated. Separation may be two-phase or three-phase. If it's two-phase, we will be separating the oil and gas. If it's three-phase, we'll be separating the oil, the gas, and the water. Okay, consider this as a two-phase. After passing through series of separators, stabilized crude has been separated, and the natural gases. What I mean of a stabilized crude, it means crude oil with no gas, which is ready for sales, and which is ready to go into the refinery for the production of naphthas, gasoline, kerosene, diesel, and we have the waxes and the paraffin waxes. Okay, from here in the refinery, you will learn the process such as basic distillation, alkylation, isomerization, polymerization, catalytic cracking, catalytic reforming. You don't have to worry with us because we will go in detail for that. We still have 8 days to discuss this, so as with the safety measures and techniques in handling all the process and the operations. Okay. Now we have removed the stabilized crude, and again we have the natural gas. This natural gas the C1N to the C5. It passes into the gas gathering. In the gas gathering, the condensate and the natural gases are being separated. What I mean by condensate, C2 and C5. Once we have this separated, it is now ready for sales. What is remaining again is a natural gas. This natural gas still contains fractions of C2 and C5, but mostly these are about 95% methane. Okay. This natural gas it goes into fractionation. What I mean by fractionation and liquefaction, meaning to say we still have to remove the remaining fractions of C1 and C5. With that process of liquefaction, liquid pentane separated, extracted separately, butane extracted separately, liquid propane and liquid butane extracted separately. Then we will have our LPG with butane and propane. Okay, the remaining natural gas, which is around 97% gas, this is gas. It goes into the cryogen tower. And that we will have our LNG, the major product, liquefied natural gas. Okay, guys, I want you to focus on this, please. Why? You have to know this. You have to master this. I may sound too fast, but no problem, because if you still have 8 days to discuss in details. Because in the oil and gas industry, once I know you're here in preparation for yourselves to obtain a job in oil and gas industry, am I right? Okay, then you'll be competing with those people with 10 to 15 years experience, but try to emphasize among final interviews that your knowledge that you will gain here does not equate with a 10 to 15 years experience. Okay? Okay.